Coming up, the Olympic torch begins the last leg of its journey to Sochi, but faces new threats as the Olympics draw closer. Also, Kelly Clarkson announces the sex of her soon-to-be child, and the Obamas take part in the National Day of Service to celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Stay tuned for more details on your Tuesday News Update. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alex Foster. President Obama and the rest of the First Family took part in the National Day of Service to honor the memory of Martin Luther King Jr. On Monday, President Obama, the First Lady, and their two daughters, Sasha and Malia, joined other administrative officers and the D.C. Central Kitchen. The family helped prepare meals for the community and those less fortunate. The D.C. Central Kitchen says it assembles thousands of meals a day and delivers those meals around the community to nearby homeless shelters, transitional homes, and nonprofits. What are the odds of having one set of twins on your basketball team? Well, they are far greater than the chances of having 4 sets of twins on the same team. At Taylor Alderdice High School in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, their varsity basketball team has 4 sets of twins. With 15 players on the team, over half the roster is comprised by twins. Justin Rose has the story on what has been dubbed Twinsanity.
It's hard for me because sometimes I really don't know which kid to yell at. And that's what the odd point is, because if, even during the game they have a number, but still on the floor after the game, I can't remember which one that really either made a good play or made a bad play.
Don't worry, Coach, it's easy to get confused. Let's see, there's Timmy and Jimmy, Kenny and Keith, Javon and Davon, and the least confusing of the bunch, paternal twins, Jawan and Jalen. That crew makes up the budding high school following, Twinsanity.
And we want to court, it's a twin thing. I mean, we know our strengths, each other's strengths, and it's just fun.
On the court, it's not just the twins who get it done. There's a spectacular blend of supporting characters who make up this one-of-a-kind team. But there's just no denying how unbelievably rare, albeit cool, this collection of clones is.
At the beginning of this year, it just hit me when we started playing. They made the name Twinsanity. And then I thought, wow, that's amazing. There's really 3 sets of twins on my basketball team.
I mean, we all can bond, come together. We know each other, we play with each other, we challenge each other, and we just love to be out there on the floor together. So, I mean, it's a blessing to be out there, just to play together, and it's great.
The Olympic torch has reached the city of Volgograd, Russia, on its way to the Winter Olympic Games in Sochi next month. Last month, Volgograd was attacked by 2 twin suicide bombers that killed more than 30 people. There was a stronger than normal police presence as the flame came through the streets of Volgograd to protect both the spectators and those involved in the relay. The Sochi Olympics are set to start February 6th. It's not a surprise that it is unhealthy to sit at our desks all day long. But a new study now shows that it may be even more dangerous than we previously thought. A new study now claims that staying seated for long periods of the day may slowly be shortening our lives. A study in the American Journal of Preventive Medicine says that sitting too much may be killing us. The researchers compared women who sat 11 hours a day to women who only sat for 4 hours a day. Those who sat for a longer period of time were shown to have an increased change in cardiovascular disease and an increase in coronary heart disease, as well as an increased chance of cancer. And finally, former American Idol star Kelly Clarkson has announced that she is expecting a baby girl with her husband, Brandon Blackstock. Clarkson tweeted out the good news on Monday. The baby girl will be the first child for Clarkson and the third for Blackstock, who has 2 children from a previous relationship. Clarkson announced her pregnancy last November, but did not reveal her due date. That wraps up your Tuesday News Update. I'm Alex Foster.